2024 was a year full of new launches, and 2025 is shaping up to be another exciting year for new car buyers and enthusiasts. Welcome to our New Cars of 2025 series powered by Nayara Energy. We'll talk of new SUVs in our upcoming videos. This video is all about the new hatchback sedans and MPVs coming to a showroom near you in 2025. But before we go any further, ensure you're subscribed to the Autocar India channel and have hit that bell icon to be notified every time we have a new video up. The new Gen Mini Cooper Petrol is already on sale in India and will be joined shortly by the Mini Cooper Electric. While the electric version is near identical to the petrol outside and inside, it's very different under the skin. Built on a dedicated EV platform, it promises to be more complete than the ICE-derived Gen 1 Mini Electric that offered very limited range. Powertrain options include a 184 horsepower motor that draws power from a 40.7 kWh battery pack, offering a range of 305 km on the WLTP cycle. A longer range SE variant takes the range figure up to 402 km, courtesy of 54.2 kWh battery pack, though this version is unlikely for India. The Mini Electric will be a full import and correspondingly will be pricey. The Tata Tiago has been on sale since 2016 and received its last major facelift way back in 2020. The hatchback is set for an update in 2025. The facelift will hold forth till the new model comes, perhaps in 2026 or 2027. The Tiago facelift is expected to get sharper styling in line with the latest lot of Tata products. Though the changes are expected to be limited to soft parts like the bumpers, headlights and taillights, as well as new wheel designs. Inside, the hatchback will likely see feature upgrades such as a new infotainment system, aside from fabric and upholstery changes. The changes will be across the Tiago lineup that includes the hatchback, NRG Cross Hatchback and Tiago EV. We don't expect changes to the petrol, CNG and EV powertrains. The Volkswagen Golf has been on the cards for an India launch for years now, and the good news is that it's finally coming. But we are not going to get any ordinary Volkswagen Golf. We're going to get the GTI. What's a Golf and what makes the GTI version special? Well, the Golf is Volkswagen's large hatchback. Measuring nearly 4.3 meters in length, it's a full size larger than the Polo we used to get. As for the GTI in the name, it spells performance-oriented golf. Power comes from a 245 horsepower 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine that enables a 0 to 100 kph time of 6.4 seconds and a top speed of 250 kph. Power is channeled to the front wheels via a dual-clutch gearbox. Aggressive bumpers, sporty wheels and dual exhausts make the GTI look the business outside, while the interior is home to sporty front seats and a flat-bottom steering. The GTI is as roomy and practical as any other Golf. Sadly, the fully imported Golf GTI won't come cheap. Expect a 40 lakh rupee price tag for the hot hatch. Audi will bring the A6 e-tron to India, but it's not an update or replacement for the A6 we are already familiar with. The e-tron in the name symbolizes it's all electric. Also, as per Audi's new naming system, all EVs will have even numbers in their names, while ICE models will have odd numbers. So, today's petrol A6 will become A7 in its next-gen avatar. The A6 e-tron is built on Audi and Porsche's jointly developed PPE electric architecture, and the version for India is the Sportback that boasts the best aerodynamics on any Audi yet. The fluid styling and split headlamp look is a break from the edgy Audi design template, though lighting will be a highlight. Drivers can choose different patterns for the front and rear DRLs, and there's an illuminated logo at the back too. You'll see the latest from Audi inside with new Gen 11.9-inch digital dials, a 14.5-inch touchscreen and an optional 10.9-inch screen for the passenger. Quality is top class and space is good too, though the knees-up seating position at the back takes away from comfort. Boot space is a handy 502 liters. India will likely get the Audi A6 e-tron Sportback in its long-range performance avatar. A 100 kWh battery pack sits under the floor, and the headline figure is 756 kilometers of range on the WLTP cycle. The battery will drive a rear axle mounted 380 horsepower electric motor. Pricing will be in the region of 1 crore rupees ex-showroom. There's a new Bentley flying Spur and it's ready to waft into India in 2025. The latest iteration of Bentley's large sedan is identifiable by its larger grille, but the basic stately shape hasn't been tinkered with. Inside too, the basic layout is the same, but there are tech updates. The seats to be on are at the back, but being a Bentley, the driving experience promises to be special in its own right. The iconic W12 engine has been dropped, and in its place comes a multifaceted 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine with plug-in hybrid tech. The powertrain puts out a combined 782 horsepower, enabling a 0 to 100 kph time of 3.5 seconds. On the other hand, a 25.9 kWh battery pack also allows the flying Spur to boast an all-electric range of 76 kilometers. Expect prices to be upwards of 5 crore rupees, with personalizations adding considerably to the tally. The 2 Series Gran Coupe is the entry point to BMW's India lineup, and it's set for a refresh in 2025. While the basic coupe-like shape doesn't change, the 2025 model gets a refreshed nose and a redone tail end with new tail lights and the number plate repositioned onto the boot lid. Inside, there's more new-age BMW now. Updates include a redone dash that now houses BMW's twin-screen curved display. The 2 Series Gran Coupe for India will likely continue with the same 2-litre petrol and diesel engines. Lexus's ES has quietly made its mark in India, and an updated one is coming in 2025. The updated model will sport a redone spindle grille up front and will also be identifiable by new Z-shaped LED DRLs, part of its refreshed headlights. A light bar connecting the refreshed tail lights is new too. The bigger changes are inside. There's a new dashboard that's headlined by a 14-inch touchscreen. Many physical buttons have been lost in this transition. This aside, there won't be any major mechanical changes. The ES's efficient, strong hybrid powertrain will continue to distinguish it from European luxury rivals in India. Lotus debuted in India with its all-electric Electra SUV this year. 2025 will see the arrival of the Emeya, its all-electric Hyper GT. The key specs first. 605 horsepower is the base power figure, yes, base figure, while the top spec R version dials that number up to 905 horsepower, enabling a 0 to 100 kph time of just 2.8 seconds. A 102 kWh battery pack is standard fit, delivering 435 to 610 kilometers of WLTP range depending on the variant. The Emeya might be a natural rival to the Porsche Taycan, but the Lotus is significantly larger and in size is actually closer to a Panamera. A short bonnet, large cabin and flowing tail define the shape. The interior is a high-end space with high-quality materials all around. A 15.1-inch touchscreen is the go-to control for most settings, including AC vent position. Drivers and co-drivers get dedicated screens that relay key information. Space at the back is good, but passengers will have to contend with a knees-up seating position. Expect the Emeya to start at about 2.3 crore rupees ex-showroom, with the range-topping Emeya R likely to be priced around 2.8 crore rupees. The 4th gen Skoda Octavia had a very short run in India, selling only between 2021 and 2023. The good news is that the model is coming back. The model received a facelift in global markets last year and is identifiable by revamped headlights with a redone LED DRL signature that seemingly cuts into the grille. Elsewhere, the clean-cut look is retained. The dash design is same too, but models abroad get the new option of a 13-inch touchscreen that could just make its way to India. Feature additions could also include ADAS. Rear seat space remains good, and of course you can't talk Octavia without talking of one of its key highlights: boot space, a massive 600 litres. Engine options for India aren't confirmed as yet, but it's likely the mainstay of the range will be a 150 horsepower 1.5 litre turbo petrol unit similar to the one on the Slavia, mated to a dual clutch gearbox. Here's hoping the exciting 2-litre petrol makes it too. Skoda is considering local assembly for the Octavia in India, and the plan is to price the sedan in the 30 to 35 lakh rupee bracket. Skoda is also looking at the Octavia RS, albeit as an import. The latest RS uses a 2-litre engine that makes 265 horsepower and 370 Newton meters. The model will be on display at the Bharat Mobility Show in January to gauge customer interest. Skoda Superb fans, there's some good news and some not so good news. Let's start with the good news, and that is the product. The latest Gen Superb is marginally larger than the outgoing model, and styling is elegant with sharp details all around. The new Superb gets a lift-back style boot lid that rises to reveal 645 litres of luggage room. Inside, you'll find the latest from Skoda with touchscreen sizes of up to 13 inches. However, many physical controls have been retained, and dials on the center console can be assigned different functions for easy access on the go. Space at the back has always been a superb highlight and will continue to be its USP. A 204 horsepower 2-litre petrol engine will be the mainstay of the range, and there's also the possibility of a 2-litre diesel. Yup, Skoda officials have hinted a return for diesel on some models. But here's the kicker. The Superb won't come cheap. The mother plant at Bratislava does not have a CKD facility, which means the sedan will come to India as a full import. And that translates to a price tag upwards of 50 lakh rupees. Like the Tiago hatchback, the Tigor compact sedan has been on sale for a while now. 2025's updates will freshen things up. Sharper styling in line with the latest Tatas and an updated feature set will help spruce up the compact sedan. Engine and gearbox options will carry on unchanged, as will the EV version. The Kia Carens is due for a facelift in 2025. The MPV will get styling tweaks outside, such as a new pattern for the LED DRLs, new wheels, and a light bar for the rear lights. Inside, the Kia could see feature enhancements like new full digital dials, larger touchscreen, and dual-zone climate control, as well as seat ventilation for the middle row on 6-seat versions. We don't expect any changes to the existing engines that include a 1.5-litre naturally aspirated petrol, a 1.5-litre turbo petrol, and a 1.5-litre turbo diesel. However, there'll be a new powertrain option for the Kia Carens, an electric one. Yes, an electric version of the Carens comes soon, and it'll have much in common with the Hyundai Creta EV that we'll cover over the next few videos. Battery size is expected to be 45 kWh with an MIDC range of about 400 km. The battery will power a 138 horsepower and 255 Nm electric motor that'll drive the front wheels. Performance and range with a full load will be interesting to see, but what's certain is low running costs, which could be a big pull. The electric Carens is expected to get EV-specific details like a closed-off grille and aero-enhancing wheels. MG plans to go big with EVs in India, literally so in the case of the Mifa 9 MPV. Measuring 50 to 70 millimeters, the Mifa 9 is even longer than the new Kia Carnival. The 3.2 meter long wheelbase is huge in its own right, and there's splashes of chrome to highlight the large glasshouse. In its basic shape though, the Mifa 9 is traditional 2-box MPV with an upright nose and a boxy cabin area. Access to the rear section of the cabin is via powered sliding doors, and it's the middle row seating that is sure to be a hit in India. There's 2 throne-sized individual chairs with power adjust for all functions, including an extendable leg rest. Heating, ventilation, and massage are other features of note. The functions are controlled via dedicated touchscreens, and rear entertainment screens are included too. There's seating for 3 passengers in the third row, which can be folded to free up to 1380 liters of luggage room when needed. Up front, the dashboard is headlined by a trio of screens, giving the effect of a full-width screen. Other features of note include multi-zone climate control, a panoramic sunroof, configurable ambient lighting, and camera and radar-based ADAS features. The Mifa 9 will use a front-mounted motor and front-wheel drive arrangement. The motor puts out 245 horsepower and 350 Newton meters and draws power from a 90 kWh battery pack. The claimed WLTP range stands at 430 kilometers. While the final model for India might be named something else, what's confirmed is that it'll be retailed from MG's new Select network along with the Cyberster electric sports car. From one of the largest MPVs you can buy, now let's move to one of the smallest MPVs you can buy. Renault's cleverly packaged Triber is due for an update in 2025. The Triber will get a makeover in the third quarter of 2025. Styling will see an update, and the interior will also be jazzed up. Renault could pack in a few more features too. There won't be any major mechanical changes, and what that also means is that the 1-litre naturally aspirated petrol engine will be the only one on offer. The Tigor's 1-litre turbo petrol will not make it to the Triber. With that, we wrap up episode 1 of our new cars for 2025 special. Stay tuned for the new SUV arrivals in the coming videos.